The battlefield of Kurukshetra was alive again. Conches echoed, horses neighed, banners trembled in the wind. Time had resumed its march, and yet something felt suspended, as if the universe itself was holding its breath. Arjuna stood on the chariot, Gandiva in his hand, eyes forward. But his mind was not on the enemy ranks, it was on Krishna. Krishna had spoken of knowledge. Krishna had spoken of his form. Krishna had spoken of illusion and truth. Now, a deeper question stirred within Arjuna, heavy and unavoidable. He turned toward Krishna, voice low but urgent. Krishna, you have shown me how all beings exist within you, how you are untouched yet present. But one thing still confuses me. Krishna looked at him, already knowing the question. This universe, Arjuna continued, with all its suffering, beauty, birth and death, where does it come from and where does it go? The wind slowed. Dust hung motionless in the air. Krishna's expression did not change, but something vast awakened behind his eyes. You are asking about the origin of everything, Krishna said softly. About creation, destruction, and the power that moves it all. Arjuna nodded. I want to understand, he said, not as a warrior, but as a soul. Krishna placed the reins gently aside. Then, listen, he said. What I am about to reveal is not just the story of the universe, it is the story of you. Krishna's voice deepened, like thunder echoing from a distant sky. At the end of every cosmic cycle, he said, all beings return to my nature. Arjuna felt a chill run through him. All beings? He asked. Yes, Krishna replied. Kings and beggars, gods and demons, heroes and cowards, all dissolve. Arjuna's grip tightened on his bow. You mean everything ends? Krishna shook his head gently. No, everything rests. Krishna raised his hand, palm open. Imagine the ocean, he said. When waves rise, they appear separate. When they fall, they do not disappear. They become the ocean again. Arjuna closed his eyes, seeing it clearly. At the end of time, Krishna continued, all forms, all names, all actions merge back into my primal nature. There is no destruction as you understand it, there is only withdrawal. Arjuna felt both fear and comfort. So death, he whispered, is not annihilation? No, Krishna said, it is return. The battlefield seemed unreal now. All the lives I have lived, Arjuna said softly, all the mistakes, all the victories, they all return to you? Yes, Krishna replied. Nothing is wasted, nothing is lost. A long silence followed. Then Arjuna asked, almost afraid of the answer, and after everything returns, what happens then? Krishna smiled. Creation begins again. Krishna's gaze turned inward, ancient beyond time. At the beginning of a new cycle, he said, I bring forth all beings again, using my material nature. Arjuna's eyes widened. You create the universe again and again? Yes, Krishna replied, without exhaustion, without desire. Arjuna struggled to comprehend it. But why? He asked. Why repeat the same cycle of birth and death, joy and suffering? Krishna's voice remained calm. Because nature follows its law, he said, and beings, driven by their tendencies, return to action. Krishna gestured toward the battlefield. Each soul carries impressions from countless lives. These impressions pull them back into existence like seeds drawn to soil. Arjuna felt the weight of eternity. So, no one is forced? He asked. No, Krishna said. They return by their own nature. A profound realization dawned. This world, Arjuna said slowly, is not a prison created by you, but a field where souls act out their own tendencies? Krishna nodded. Yes, I merely provide the stage. The idea shattered Arjuna's old beliefs. Then you are not responsible for suffering? He asked. Krishna's eyes were steady. I am the source of energy, he said, not the chooser of actions. Arjuna exhaled deeply. The universe was not cruel, it was lawful. Krishna continued, his words sharp and clear. These actions do not bind me, he said. Though I create and dissolve worlds, I remain untouched. Arjuna frowned. How can you create everything and yet not act? Krishna smiled slightly. Look at the sun, he said. It causes life to grow, rivers to dry, crops to ripen, yet it does nothing intentionally. Arjuna understood. So you are the witness, he said, not the doer? Yes, Krishna replied. Nature performs all actions under my supervision. The word struck deeply. Supervision, not interference. Then free will exists? Arjuna asked. Yes, Krishna said. Within the boundaries of nature. Arjuna felt both empowered and humbled. My actions matter, he realized aloud. But you are not punishing or rewarding me personally? Krishna nodded. Karma is impersonal, he said. Just as fire burns whoever touches it. Arjuna felt something dissolve inside him. The fear of divine judgment faded. In its place arose responsibility. Then liberation, Arjuna asked, comes not from escaping the world, but from understanding this law? Krishna's eyes glowed softly. Yes. When you know that I am not the doer, and neither are you, bondage ends.
Krishna's voice grew subtle, almost whisper-like. Understand this too, he said. Though I remain inactive, my presence activates nature. Arjuna listened carefully. Material nature, Krishna continued, works because of me. Without me, nothing moves. Arjuna felt awe ripple through him. So you are the silent power behind everything? Yes, Krishna replied. Like magnetism, unseen yet irresistible. Krishna looked toward the horizon. Because of me, nature brings forth moving and unmoving beings. Because of me, the world turns. Arjuna remembered the stars, the seasons, the rhythm of life. And yet, Krishna added, I remain neutral, equal to all. Arjuna felt tears rise. So you do not favor one soul over another? No, Krishna said. Each soul receives according to its actions. The justice of it felt perfect. This knowledge, Arjuna said softly, frees the heart from resentment and arrogance. Krishna nodded. When you understand this, he said, you act without attachment, without fear. The battlefield no longer felt like chaos. It felt like order. The conches blew louder now. The war was moments away. Arjuna lifted Gandiva, feeling its familiar weight. But something inside him had changed forever. Krishna, he said, voice steady, I see now. The universe is not random. It is born from you, sustained by you, and returns to you again and again. Krishna smiled. And yet, he said, you are not separate from this process. Arjuna's eyes widened. I too, he whispered, have lived before and will live again? Yes, Krishna replied, until knowledge frees you. Arjuna straightened. Then my duty, he said, is not just to fight, but to act without attachment, knowing I am part of something eternal. Krishna nodded approvingly. Act, he said, but do not cling. Know the cycle, but seek freedom from it. The chariot began to move. Dust rose. Weapons gleamed. Destiny surged forward. But Arjuna's heart was calm. He no longer feared death. He no longer feared loss. He no longer blamed the universe. He understood. The universe is born. The universe dissolves. The universe is reborn. And beyond it all, Krishna remains, unmoved, unbound, eternal. The war began, but for Arjuna, the greatest revelation had already occurred.